Gary King's future aboard below-deck sailing yacht may be in jeopardy due to his history of careless behavior. Gary debuted in Season 2 of the show and has been a crucial part of the ensemble ever since. Gary wants to become a captain someday and is now a first officer, but he's also become known for being a womanizer. Gary's activities in Season the 5th of may be his last since they jeopardize his yachting career. Gary rejoins Chief Stew Daisy Kelleher and Captain Glenn Sheffard in Below Deck Sailing Yacht Season 5. In Ibiza, the Parsifal Roman III takes up a fresh set of charter passengers. The crew welcomes several new members, including Danny Warren and Diana Cruz as stews and deckhands Keith Allen and Emma Crouch. There seems to be a lot of drama in store for us in the trailer, both on board and at sea. Bombshell claims against Gary were made public in August 2023. A below-deck sailing yacht cosmetics artist accused Gary of sexual assault in a Rolling Stone piece. Numerous incidents of Gary acting improperly during filming were covered in the story. It further claimed that Gary was not disciplined by production and that the team was not given enough security. Gary's future with the team was questioned in the report. Even though Season 5 had already started when the accusations were known, things started to look bleak for the season. There were rumors that Gary would be cut out of the show or that the entire season would be cancelled. In the end, Gary's role didn't seem to have changed when the program came back a year later. Gary, nevertheless, said the season had been significantly modified. Gary posted on Instagram in October, saying, "It's scary how one person's lies can ruin someone's livelihood and career. I'm very sure most of me will be cut from this season. Gary ought to be grateful for the opportunity to be on the show, rather than lamenting his editing in light of the unfavorable press he received." The network's best option, given the impact from the affair, would be to fire Gary completely. Daisy was involved in a romantic triangle with Chief Engineer Colin Macri and Gary in the previous season. Daisy and Gary had a tense reunion at the close of the season, which left them at odds. Filming for Season 5 started just 3 days after the reunion, Daisy told E! News. It goes without saying that when they boarded the Parsifal Roman III, tensions were high. Even though they resolved their differences in the first episode, their disagreement continues throughout Season 5. Daisy was uneasy in Gary's presence, whilst he appeared unfazed. Even though they resolved their differences in the first episode, their disagreement continues throughout Season 5. The two had many heated encounters in the teaser, suggesting that their personal turmoil would cause a rift in their working relationship. If Gary and Daisy don't stop being resentful of one another, they will never be a good team. Early in Season 5, Gary made a costly error that contributed to his problems in his personal and romantic life. Gary drove the tender boat into rocks while operating it at night. It seemed sense that Captain Glenn was concerned about the damage to the tender, especially the potential for the engine to flood. Luckily, the harm was limited to appearance. Gary should not be committing thoughtless errors, and his carelessness suggests that his effectiveness is declining.